the Jazz Crosstar. Are you ready for change?
It's longer, it's wider and it's higher. Introducing the new Honda Jazz Crosstar.
This is the EX, it's top of the range, and it is quite a bit different to the car that we had last week, isn't it?
It is indeed. For a start, it has a body kit, and there are changes to the interior.
Yes, it does look quite a bit different, slightly more radical for a Jazz. And I suppose that's the interesting point, isn't it? Will it appeal to the existing base, or a Honda going after new younger drivers?
It does look like a baby crossover.
It does. You've ended up with some really cool colours and some really standout looks. It is a touch higher as well, 30mm, but what I'd like to see is a high lift kit and all-wheel drive. You'll get over 60 miles per gallon as well. There is one powertrain, and that's the hybrid.
Prices for this model are just over £22,500. So now you can choose from retro or radical.
Since the Jazz appeared back in 2001, there's always been some interesting designs. It was the perfect city car. You could also get a sport if you preferred. In terms of design language though, this has to be the biggest step forward, and it reminds me of the first generation Civic. It seems to have softer lines as well. It combines retro looks and tech. This is how you can tell it's hybrid. You've got the blue surround, and interestingly, there's no side emblems. I love the flow of these daytime running lights, and you will notice it's quite a bit different to the Jazz that we had last week. This grille is completely different, housings around the fogs too, and you have this body kit. Yes, the whole car is clad in hard plastic, but that gives it an off-road style, and you also have a 30mm lift too. And when I say tech, I mean things like automatic headlamps, high beam assist, rain sensing wipers, and the full Honda sensing suite as well. Yeah, the similar kind of thing that you will get in a Civic. It's amazing what's packed into this car, and Annabelle will tell you more about that on the interior. You get 16-inch alloy wheels, and isn't it amazing how much a car will lift for its adventurous side when you put black plastic cladding on it. You've also got two-tone mirrors, silver at the top, and what do you think of this black edition? The whole roof and the A, the B and the C pillars are all black. I love the contrast myself. Panoramic windscreen, colour-coded door handles, and the cladding continues down the side of the vehicle, and it's finished off with silver roof rails and discs all round with the front being vented. The whole look is executed very, very well, and I honestly think it will bring in a new audience for Honda. The rear is not too dissimilar to the Jazz that we had last week. Okay, you have this cladding, and this panel is actually different because that goes all the way down on the existing one and makes one big bumper, whereas on this you have the body kit under the Honda logo surrounded by blue and EHEV. And one of the touches that you get on both vehicles that I really love and takes me back to my youth is these smoke rear lenses. You also have parking sensors, shark fin aerial and a high level brake light, and don't forget a reversing camera.
Let's see how easy it is to get into the Honda Jazz Crosstar. Nice wide opening doors, and let's see how that raised ride height makes a difference. There's a grab handle over the driver's door. That was nice and easy. The reach for the door isn't too bad either. The first thing that pops out at you is that it's quite a bit different in here than the previous generation. And by that I mean it's a completely different dash. Yes, there is hard plastic here and here, but it's that well designed you don't notice. You've also got this fantastic panoramic windscreen. Another thing that stands out, and you're probably asking yourself what it is, it's not just that it's two-tone fabric, it's water repellent everywhere, which is great for an active lifestyle. Other additions are it's an all-new digital cluster, and I love these little accents, it really makes it pop. You have all-round electric windows, electrically operated power folding door mirrors, you have an electric start-stop engine button that pulses, and underneath you have some shortcut buttons, and you can also adjust the height of your headlamps. The cluster is all digital, and you've got your battery recharge on the left and your fuel gauge on your right. In the middle you have your fuel computer, which you activate here, and it gives you all sorts of information, including fuel economy and range. The steering wheel feels very nice with premium material, and it's a good size too. You've got your telephony and your media controls on the left and your active cruise control on the right. Moving to the centre, you've got the uprated infotainment system that you have on the EX. It comes with DAB, satellite navigation, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you can also set and use some of the functions for the car. It also comes with Honda Personal Assistant and a natty little app that you can get on your smartphone. Underneath you have your climate control, you have manual dials, but you do get a digital display. You also have charging ports underneath, you've got a 12-volt socket and USBs. Your biggest difference in the centre is here in the shifter. You've got park, reverse, neutral drive and B, stronger regen braking. You've got your automatic handbrake with hill hold assist and brake hold function, and your economy button as well. This seat is set up for Ben. He's 6'3", so it shows you that I have a colossal amount of headroom and a huge amount of legroom. The footrest is very comfortable, seats are very comfortable, they're manually operated, and as I mentioned before, the fabric is water repellent. You have a padded armrest on the driver's door and in the centre, and with the well-shaped buckety seats, you're very well supported, and the funky styling too really fits in with the active lifestyle, and you have a great driving position. The door pockets are reasonable sized, you can get a bottle in there, but you also have a cup or bottle holder in the dash. You have storage here, which is great for a phone or your keys. You have one cup holder and another storage area here, and under the armrest, a decent sized area there. You've also got not one, but two glove compartment here and compartment here. Let's see how easy it is to get into the back. One of the things I absolutely love about the Jazz is that the back doors open nearly 90 degrees, and with a raised ride height it should be a lot easier for somebody with mobility issues. It has a grab handle above the door. Now interestingly, the raised ride height on the Crossstar has made it a little bit more difficult for me to get into the back because I'm so small, and due to the doors being short, it's nice and easy to shut it. Again, this seat is set up for Ben, and I've got plenty of leg room. I've also got plenty of headroom, even with the sloping roof line. I'm very comfortable here. You have plenty of space in the footwell. It's practically flat here, and you also have storage under the seats. One of my favourite features is the seats. Not just a map pocket on the back, it's the smart pocket for your smartphone. 2 adults on short or long journeys, perfect. 3 adults, short journeys only, I think. Or children, no problem at all. And talking of children, if they've been in the sea, playing on the beach, this water repellent fabric is a must. Just try not to bring too much sand back in. It's also fitted with ISOFIX points, and you have 10 airbags in this car. You have a decent sized armrest. I would have liked to have seen it padded, and it's not too dark either, even with the privacy glass. This light headliner really helps with that. You also have 2 charging ports in the centre here, which makes sense with your smart pockets. Now there's no release button on the key fob. However, as it's keyless entry, it will open from locked with the keys. And once you're in here, it's geared for adventuring. Take your cat swimming, it's perfect, and yes, we do have a swimming cat. I did mention before that you do lose a little bit in terms of space. You lose 6 litres. You start with 298, and when you pop the seats down, it goes up to 1,199. It's a decent square space. It does have a little bit of a boot lip, but I like the fact that this rugged mat will lift up, and you've got storage under the carpet. There are also tethering points and a light for the boot. Plenty of space, especially with those magic seats. Dropping the seats is nice and easy. You can do it here from the back, but we're going to demonstrate it from the passenger side. You pull the handle, and as the seat comes down, it moves forward. You have this carpet flap here to make it a perfectly flat surface for loading. Let's go the other way. Lock it down. With both magic seats up, you have plenty of room for a pram in here without losing any space in your boot. Hi everyone, and I am behind the wheel of the new Honda Jazz Crosstar, and it's a hybrid.
I think it's the first time you've actually been behind the wheel properly, isn't it?
Yes, and I have to say, it's a very different experience being in the driving seat.
It does make sense though, because a lot of our viewers are wanting to see your side of the driving.
They are indeed. This Crossstar is powered by a 1.5 i-VTEC petrol engine with dual motors, one to charge and one to propel.
It's also 4-cylinder and double overhead cam and self-charging, so there's no need to go on that adventure to find a charger.
And naturally, it being a hybrid, economy. Honda says that you'll get about 60 miles to the gallon. We got more, I got more. Ben, driving as a Benjamin, what did you get?
About 50, which I'm quite impressed with, considering
You're very happy with it, yeah.
I've got a lead foot. But it's got some really nice features, hasn't it? I mean, for example, the B, it gives you a stronger regen, which means it puts power back into the battery, and it's very good going down steeper hills. It's a bit like a lesser descent control.
Yeah, good point. One of the things I love about it is the transition between electric mode and combustion. It's seamless, you just don't notice it. And with that new resin that they use in the engine bay for insulation, even at motorway speeds, you don't hear much noise from the engine in the cabin.
And there goes the engine.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice timing.
Not really that loud.
Well, that's it. If it's under load, then it will make noise, but it's an ECVT, so that makes sense. But if you're just crawling along, cruising, even doing, as Annabelle mentions, motorway speeds without your foot floored, it's a very pleasant experience. It's well refined in the cabin as well.
And the visibility is fantastic with the panoramic windscreen.
That is a nice addition, isn't it? Also, these quarter panels let lots of light in, and there's not really a blind spot either. Handling wise, you might think it wouldn't be quite as agile as the Jazz. Well, you'd be wrong. There doesn't seem to be any difference at all. There will be slightly with that raised ride height, but what it does do is irons out the bumps more and makes it a more...
softer?
Yeah. It feels well planted, doesn't it? I thought because you've got 30 mil higher that there would be a lot more lean, and there isn't. Yeah, the combination of the steering and the suspension means that it does corner very well. I was thinking it would not be quite as stable because of that 30 mil. It's not quite as stiff a ride. If you do hit a pothole, you might notice it, but it's not as hard as some of the vehicles we've driven, is it?
And there's very little body roll, which I'm very impressed with. And when you accelerate, it's very nippy.
That's the thing though, isn't it? Because it's an ECVT, under load it does get a bit loud, but that's only if you floor it. If you do normal acceleration on A roads, even motorways, it's not very invasive quiet in the slightest. No. Steering's nice and tight as well and goes exactly where you point it.
Oh, there we go, there's lane keep assist kicking in.
Ah yes, Honda Sensing. That is a suite that you really do want in a car, isn't it? You've got everything from active cruise control to collision detection.
And 10 airbags around the vehicle. The brakes are good, they're balanced, and as they're vented at the front, you know you're going to be able to stop when you need to.
Not just that, if you're in B mode as well, you've got your stronger regen, so that'll aid you in your braking as well. Feels a bit like descent control. The combination of the combustion and the electric motor means that you can pootle around villages on electric mode up to around 40 miles an hour, and then when you start climbing more of the steeper hills in the lakes, your petrol engine will kick in. It just makes it a versatile car, and as you mentioned before, you get a lot more economy as well. One thing to note, you have to be in drive to use active cruise control. It's an intuitive layout. You've got your gauge on the right and you've got your battery on the left. You've got this symbol that appears on one of the settings as well. Now when you're driving normally, you will feel the faintest of regen when you back off. But if you put it in B, then that increases that and puts more power back into your battery, meaning you get more economy. And as soon as this bar starts to run out, that's when it'll kick in with the combustion engine. Now it's putting power back in because it's green. If I put my foot down again, it goes blue, and that means it's using it. And if I put my foot down again, then the engine symbol lights up as well. It's very comfortable, it's nice and roomy, great visibility through the windscreen. I like these quarter panels as well. They remind me of things like early Mark II Golfs.
Great for the city, and you can adventure in this as well.
Well, that's it. It was predominantly a city car, wasn't it?
It is predominantly a city car.
Was. We take it out of the city, take it up to the lakes to see how it'll cope. I mean, there's a lot of steep climbs, isn't there?
Well, it is the lakes.
Yeah, and you're going at very slow speeds, which is very similar to the city, which means you can crawl along on your electric, and when you're on your higher regen, you also put more power back as well. I just love the way it glides smoothly down these back lanes. Acceleration may not be the quickest at 10 seconds, but 0 to 30, I'm sure that's pretty quick because it can get up there quite fast with the combination of the electric motor and the combustion petrol engine.
That's one of the benefits of having that kind of system, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
One thing about the Jazz, it's aimed at versatility and economy. However, it's a Honda, you get performance.
You do.
And it's apparent when you take it adventuring like we are now.
All we need now is a Sport.
With a water-repellent interior and a raised ride height, this versatile small hatchback comes with great safety features and fantastic economy, all at a great price. It's Euro 6D temp and produces CO2 emissions from 110 grams per kilometre. NCAP rating to be confirmed.